Pittsburgh, welcome to Jensen and Jared.
I'm sweating from my speed walk. I won. That's a lot longer than it looks. I was like, we should speed walk. It's too late, it's too late.
Well, when you originally started crawling, so it could like pop up halfway,
I was like,
that lasted about 2 crawls. I was like, nope, just go walk.
Morning, guys and gals.
All right, Pittsburgh.
Who's local to the area?
Nice. Congrats on the win last night. That kept me up.
We
Fireworks every time I
yeah, one time I was outside and we were with a buddy and we were like, is there an air raid? We couldn't see the fireworks, we could just hear explosions.
Bicentennial! That was during the
I was like, this is
baseball games. There's parades, baseball games. What's got going on here? It's
And you guys!
parade. It's a parade for me. I wish you had told me that. Come on.
We're way into the
You're such a
That
princess!
makes more sense. 200 years, right? Congratulations.
Has anybody been here since it became a city? Congrats.
She's like, yes, I am 300 years old.
It feels like it.
It's my first time in Pittsburgh. This guy's been here before.
It is nice to be back.
Yeah,
I spent a few months here. Let me say, was it 09?
08.
Well, when did the Pens win the Stanley Cup?
Last month!
I know this is
Oh, nice.
All right, calm down.
She's like, the next 3 years in a row.
No, this was, wasn't it 09?
Yeah.
Right, that's when I was here. Unleash the beast!
So I haven't paid for a haircut in 12 years. So
It shows.
forgive me because I don't cut my hair. I'll put some.
No, he's sweating. He's so hot. I wish you could see.
Take the shirt off, it's fine.
No, it's just you sweat. Speed walk!
They've learned to ignore us by now. Who's first time?
All right, so everyone.
Has anybody ever been to one before? You raised your hand twice. Awesome. So this is our last stop before
Season 12?
Season 12.
I wish we go from Jensen and Jared back to
Sam and Dean.
That's what it is.
I'm playing Dean this year. Watch. I don't call it a pop.
Wait, have you guys seen it? It's what do they call it?
Do it. Yeah, emoji.
No, nothing. What? What do we say? No, what is it? What is the
Bitmoji.
What do you call it? Like a picture with words on it?
On the internet.
GIF.
The meme. Yeah. So it says Sam Winchester 30 years. Have you seen this? Yeah. And it's just it's like he goes from like a child to Fabio.
I'm trying to enlarge it.
It's a meme. You can't enlarge it. It's just.
What's the key?
Over there.
Just on Twitter.
Yeah, there you go. It's a genius idea. It's really, it made me laugh. He said that to me and we laughed.
Has anyone not seen it?
I haven't.
All right, well then forget it.
Rapunzel one too.
Poop face. Sweat face. Jesus.
It's called caffeine.
Toast me.
All right, you want to take some questions there?
Yes.
Sweats a lot?
Yeah. I like your smile and I like you jumped up. Yes.
My question is, what made you decide that you wanted to be an actor? Because I know that you both didn't originally wanted to do that.
That's a great question.
What made us decide to do what we do? I was about
A dancer.
8 years. I just wanted to dance. And had no rhythm, and this seemed like a good backup. No, I was in high school and I was doing some plays in high school, which was basically because I couldn't draw and I had to have an art elective. And I figured, well, I can certainly make an ass of myself better than I can paint a picture, so this sounds like an obvious choice. And somebody happened to be in the audience when we did our play who was a talent scout from LA, and it was just kind of serendipitous. He approached me after and said, hey, why don't you come on out to LA? I think you've got a great look and you got talent. We can make some things happen. And I went, okay, yeah, no, that's, I know where this is going. But he was sincere and he talked to my folks, and I decided to give it a shot and went out. And my dad said, you got 6 months, kid. Nothing happens. Get your ass back here and go to college. And luckily, I started working right away. So, and then I kind of fell in love with it as I was working. And it was I never went to school. He and I never went to school for it. We never studied.
Don't bring me into this.
Well, you did. And I think it's obvious. And so it was really kind of learning on the job, and that's when I really fell in love with it. Was watching the people that had been there and been doing it for years. The more I got exposed to that, and I was just a sponge. I just shut up and listened as much as I could, and I think that's one of the.
He hasn't shut up since then.
And so yeah, that's kind of how my story went.
I was kind of similar, but I did always like to act. I kind of played sports and acted, and I was not always the 6'4" sweaty beast. So when high school happened, I kind of was on football team, basketball team, and acting, and I had not yet grown. My brother was a senior at the time. He was 6'5" or 6'6" at the time, star basketball player. I got
generally in Texas, if you're not over 6 feet by the time you're 15,
by the time you're like 12, you can't play sports. Quickly surpassed. And so I realized that I was not going to be a professional athlete, and I acted anyways. And so I kind of decided to quit sports. It's probably very much like the gentleman in the audience who were from Pittsburgh, like, hey, I'd like to quit sports, Daddy, and be a drama star. What? No, they were supportive, but I just kept acting. And then I was enrolled to go to UT and be an engineer because I was an athlete in school. True story.
thank God that didn't happen.
I couldn't make it as an athlete, but in athletics. So I went out for summer.
She goes, sexy.
Someone just got up and walked out. So I went out, I was going to go back and do some sexy engineering at Austin. And I got Gilmore Girls, so. And then I got to go back and do it this year, so.
So all of that being said, certainly don't follow our footsteps because, especially if acting is something that you're interested in or something you want to pursue, there is no kind of right path to go. There's no corporate ladder that you can climb. There's no perfect school you can go to that will get you a job. It's really you just kind of got to find your own path.
Are you an actress?
I'm thinking about doing it.
Thinking about pursuing it. Well, yeah. So honestly, you could line up 100 actors here, and we would all have a different story of how we got into that.
And I think one of my favorite things to say about acting or art in general is you don't have to get paid to do something to be something. You know, you could be an actor on the weekends. I have a my cousin lives in New Braunfels, and a buddy of his he works with does plays in New Braunfels, and he's an actor. I mean, he's an aeronautical engineer for his job, but he's an actor. You know, you can be a musician and a teacher. You know, you don't have to get paid.
Isn't an aeronautical engineer, isn't that basically a rocket scientist?
Yes. He's a rocket scientist.
And a mathlete.
And this weekend, Danny's buddy, this weekend he's playing Shrek. Yeah. So, rocket scientist by day, Shrek by weekend.
Yes. She's gonna give you a mic here, that way we can all hear it.
If you're not loud like Jensen already.
I with the heart and everything, and like God showed up. My question is, where was Jesus in all of this? Because I feel like that might have helped. And if that showed up, would he be playing like Jerry? Because I feel like he's like.
I think the where is Jesus is kind of out there.
If you look at my Twitter page, I think I tweeted it. You'll see this season. I think it was before somebody
Tweeted.
tweeted it.
He tweeted the meme, so it should be.
You know that YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook are actually launching an app together? It's called YouTwitFace.
You can tweet my face. So the question was,
Where was Jesus in all this?
Jesus?
¿Dónde está Jesús Cristo?
That is a great question, and for all you theologians out there, I think that God showing up, just stop me anytime. I think God was really the Holy Trinity showing up all in one package. One boom knowledge.
Who needs college? You've had your hand up for the longest time. You who lived here since it became a city. 2 for 2! 2 for 2! Jensen, what do you think of Jared?
Where were you at karaoke last night? You promised these wonderful people in Washington, D.C. that you would be there in Pittsburgh and you would.
I thought you said this question was for Jared. Oh for 1. Where was I at karaoke? Oh, the concert last night? We didn't fly in. We didn't get here until like late last night. So that's where I was. I was on a plane trying to get here so I could be with you this morning. I can't be everywhere at once. My daughter didn't want me to go.
See what you did? See what you did?
It was like our last day of hiatus yesterday, and so we stuck around a little longer than normal to get to spend as much time with our family as we could. So I apologize. I apologize.
But he's gonna sing during the panel. What?
My man.
This question's for Jensen. You were on Smallville and you also voiced Jason Todd under the Batman. Is there any other superhero that you would like to be? If so, who?
All of them?
He'd have to change his name to Chris.
My name is not Chris, so I therefore will never be a
Born in
superhero.
Australia.
Yeah. we have this kind of running joke. It's like, oh, there's a great new action figure or action hero movie coming out. Which Chris is this?
Chris
Is it
Evans, Chris Pine,
Chris Evans, Chris Pratt, Chris Hemsworth.
They're all named Chris.
So I don't know. I would actually love if they did bring and did a live action Jason Todd, I'd love to actually play him. I think that'd be pretty cool.
What about Hal Jordan?
What's that?
Hal Jordan. I think you'd be an awesome
Hal Jordan?
Yes.
Look, I'm down for whatever. All right? Just to be a part of that whole comic world would be very cool in any capacity.
Are you DC or Marvel?
Oh, well,
that's a
we're
tough
not technically allowed to say because CW and DC have a deal.
That's right. DC.
Especially with the Supergirl coming to CW, which is super cool.
I get what you did. Yeah, Supergirl, super cool.
Supergirl, super cool. One of the funny things about, and I agree, I think it'd be great, all those superhero. We only get like 2 months off, and all those movies are like 6 months, 8 months, 10 months. It's like, hey, we're gonna shoot 3 movies in a row. We need 16 months of work. So even if, you know, I don't think.
So I do get to play a superhero. It's just to a 3-year-old.
So, a question for both of you guys. Being in the show for so long, you know, 12 seasons, a lot, do you ever feel like your characters kind of seep into your life personality-wise, and when you have to stand there, you're like, all right, I'm not Sam, I'm not Dean, you know? You're living, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, even if it's any job, if you're a teacher, a mechanic, an engineer, or something, a doctor, it affects your life, especially when you're for so long, so many hours in a day. And I think I probably take it on a little bit more. My style, I probably, I'm not method by any means, but I kind of get into too much. Like I remember the end of season 8, Atkins was like, dude, you don't have to like beat yourself up so much, because I was kind of, as Sam was going through the trials, especially the stuff with Crowley, I was really like going to a dark place and it was following me home. And part of me, every actor is different, right? But part of my acting style and the way I approach it, the way I approach Sam, it kind of like to give him, I feel like if I want to give him what he deserves, that I kind of have to go through it as well. So it does follow sometimes. And I remember even season 4, when Sam was like Mr. Demon Blood Sam and, you know, superhuman of the world, I kind of felt empowered even in life. It's really weird. I wish it wasn't like that. There's a lot of bad stuff happens to Sam.
It's the famous story about Dustin Hoffman and Sir Lawrence Olivier. Was it a marathon? And Hoffman takes off running around the block like 3 or 4 times because he had to be really like out of breath in this scene. And he gets back and he's like, okay, I'm ready. And Olivia looks at him and goes, it's called acting, dear boy.
So each to their own, right?
So yeah, it's it really is what you're, just kind of your own path and how you do your own work. And he certainly he certainly embodies a lot of the emotion that I think Sam goes through a lot more. I think with Dean, and yeah, to go back to your original question, there is, I think sometimes, especially when we're filming, there is maybe slight overlaps every now and again, but because we've been doing it for so long, there is also, in my opinion, I don't think he's giving himself enough credit. I think there is an ability that he and I both have where we can kind of turn it on, turn it off. And it's because we've been dealing with this for so long. We know, you'll see some of the bloopers and the outtakes and stuff, and you'll hear some of the stories where we'll be cutting up and laughing as Jensen and Jared as the cameras are rolling and they're about to yell action, and then boom, they yell action. It's just like.
Oh, that was the thing in the hospital where I think you touched my hair or something. They're like, action, thank you for your time. And we
So we can literally snap into it.
And sometimes the best of some of the guest stars are like, what the fuck? Yeah, what's we're joking, like looking at each other, and they're like, action, and the guest stars like, wait. And then we're looking at them as Sandy, and they're like, oh, they were just like, I'm sorry, I don't have to. It still messes up Misha, I think, too.
Oh yeah, he hates it. Because he likes to like get prepared and like get ready, get set, and they're like, okay, roll camera, lock it up, roll sound. All right, this is 39 Apple, take 1.
And I'm doing this too.
And meantime, he and I are like still talking about what we did on the weekend. And And so I think we do have that ability to kind of snap in and out of it. But when the characters are going through something very heavy and stuff, then it does kind of take its toll. And there's been nights when I've gone home at the end of the night and felt like I've run a marathon, and it's just because of the emotion is so taxing. And we'll film for at the minimum 12 hours a day. So sometimes 14 hours a day of just this heavy emotion, and or even like a fight scene where it's, remember that fight scene with Nina's episode, the day in the cabin there, where he gets shot, where the vampire. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen season 11. So that was like we literally shot that fight scene all day, and we were exhausted.
All day, all night. Until like 3 in the morning, 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
It was cold, it was wet, and especially for me because it was fake. It was like. So fake blood is just like it's corn syrup. Corn syrup, and so they put it on you in call action, and you're playing with it, and so then it dries, so you can't move because it's like
sticky. It's like cement.
It's just gnarly. And sitting there and doing like shaking stuff and trying to do the bandages on the prosthetic piece, which is glued to your stomach, and so you're like, it feels icky, and so that certainly.
Days like that, it takes a little longer to kind of snap out of it. It takes a tall glass of whiskey sometimes to get the snap out of it. Do you go by Jen or the Vive? I call his wife the Vive for the longest time. I'm like, hey, are you and the Vive coming over?
I think we called her the Vive when she started the show. She didn't know what to make of us because she's little, and we're like these 2 6-foot Texan dudes, like, hey, the Vive, and she's like, you guys are weird.
Well, I think it was the first thing I said to her was, so it's Genevieve. Is it Jen? Is it Jenny? Is it Vive? Is it the Vive? Is it Genevieve? I'm gonna go with the Vive. I didn't give her a chance to. So anyway, yes, Genevieve.
I was just wondering, like, if you guys watch any TV shows, what you watch, and like, if you ever notice like certain story elements or like characters pop up, or like actors that play small roles pop up in other shows that you watch, and you're like, hey, I filmed that, or stuff like that.
Yeah, what's funny is we've done so many shows now, with 241 episodes.
Woo!
So I see actors we worked with like way back in the day, and I was like, oh, how cool. Or even just recently, the brother from Wendigo just got cast as young Han Solo, Alden Ehrenreich. And he's young Han Solo now. And I was like, his first job ever was Supernatural. To play the silent. They're cool, kind of, that happens, and you're like, oh my god, I remember that kid 11 years ago. He was a kid, fresh off the boat, just bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, but kind of had no idea what this crazy business was like. And now he's kicking ass.
A lot of commercials. I'll see commercials all the time where I'm like, hey, you worked with him.
I see Dave Tigerman in every single commercial. Even animated commercials, he'll just like walk by.
Or Josh.
Yes, what was last name?
Durham?
No.
Josh. He's in every commercial. He's in every pizza commercial. He's in the almond milk commercial. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, he was Magnificent Seven, that episode. What's that?
Envy?
Yes. Wow, nice. And then as far as shows go,
the only shows I watch are animated and for 4-year-olds.
Go. Favorite one right now. Go.
Well, it's been Zootopia, left and right. I know it's.
You should have to watch Sophia the First. Alright, Dr. Stuffins.
Yes, PJ Man. The boys already watched that. Sure. Paw Patrol.
Lion Guard.
Wildcats.
Aquanauts. Every morning, Octonauts.
That's when JJ's not even there. It's just Jensen like,
to the Octopod!
Has anybody not seen Zootopia? You gotta watch it. I remember people telling me this and going like,
We should wrap
that
this
sounds
up.
weird.
We should wrap this up.
I remember people going like, one of the coolest parts of having kids is kind of reliving your childhood and seeing animated movies and stuff, because there are always a lot of jokes for adults, like the Animaniacs, remember that show? Yeah. It's kind of more for adults. Is it? Yes. Is DuckTales on Netflix?
You and he's got like a thing for DuckTales.
Every day they're out there making DuckTales.
All right, I don't need you to speak the song.
Tails up here, too bad.
There it is.
That's what he's singing today at the panel, is the DuckTales theme song.
As long as you do the I will say that Game of Thrones is